Hey guys, it's Mr. Robertson again. Today we're going to do Mission 2 on Addison Joins the Rogue. It's called These Boots Are Made for Jumping. We're going to start here with the guide to jumping. It's time to learn the basics of jumping and what you may come across in platforming games. Do you have what it takes to complete the guide to jumping? Your avatar is going to be the Altair jumper. This avatar can jump, obviously, and you need to reach the goal block. So it looks pretty simple, but you have to make sure you collect all the points when you jump over. And that may happen to you. So it looks pretty simple, but you want to jump over all the blocks. And then sometimes you forget a coin. Got it. Just barely making it. Next, horizontal jump. See, I'm able to jump a little bit higher, a little bit over where I need to. Got all the coins, and you drop to the goal block. And last level, you want to jump while moving, so you actually have to hit the jump button and keep the right button, the right arrow, pressed in. There we go. Now on this level, you're just having to jump to avoid all these enemies. I found the easiest way is to go to the top. Now note, your avatar stays in the middle of the screen at all times on longer than one screen levels. Oop, I want to avoid him. But you do want to stay in some of the top things, because if you try, I believe if you try to jump from the bottom, you can't actually get up. You can't jump from here to there. Oh. And then jump up here, jump across. And that is the introductory level for jumping. Not too difficult, and you'll get the floating islands background. Now we're going to look at jumping a little bit differently, because sometimes like falling and moving while you're falling is really necessary. So the next level is called cavern jumps. And what's great about this is you're not actually having to use the jump button or press up. You just keep pressing right and you'll fall. Gravity will keep you from hitting the block. So watch, I'll just hit the right arrow, and it takes me over where I need to go. Now, similar situation, or somewhat similar situation here, you want to keep hitting the right button, but here you're going to have to jump. And if you hold on to the right button whenever you're falling, you'll fall, and you keep that right button hit, arrow hit, and you'll end up going into the pathway. Alright guys, for this level, you're going to just jump up the side here. Make sure you keep hitting the right. Remember, one hand, guys. I'm looking at you. You know exactly who you are. You want to use one hand, hit up. You'll drop, and as soon as you drop, you'll press left, so you can fall into that crack right there. Just like so. Same thing for the other side. Get up there, and drop and hit right, and you'll fall into that crack. And that's it for that level. And the last level actually requires you to do a combination of both. It is time, so we're going to get moving. You're dropping. Now you have to jump and drop. Not too complicated. Now here, you're going to have to drop and move to the left at the same time without running into the damage block. You have to do it pretty quick. Now this is all about dropping. You're not jumping at all. You're just hitting the left and the right arrow, and gravity will take you right where you need to go. And that's it for cavern jumps. You'll get the yellow fog background, which actually is really great for your underground types of levels. On this next set of levels, you're going to be jumping and blasting, which is why it's called Jump and Blast. You can walk and chew gum, but how about jumping and blasting at the same time? Test your skills with the Altair hero. And you are having a scorekeeper and a frag counter. Now you want to have your right hand on your arrows and your left hand on your spacebar to shoot. Now these guys luckily don't shoot at you just yet, and they're not moving. You just jump and shoot, jump and shoot. Oops. There we go. Jump and shoot. Oh no, that's embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Oh my goodness. There we go. Next level. So the key to this part is, this next level is, first one on ground level. But if you press your jump fully, you'll end up jumping this high. You don't want to jump that high. So if you just barely tap it, you don't go as high. And you'll learn to control that over the course of the game. I'm just going to jump over him. Boom! Right in the backside. Next level. See, if I jump and hit my head here, it's right on level. Same thing with this next guy. Jump right here, I'm right on level with him. So I can just shoot. Keep jumping and just shooting. And just get used to not hitting jump fully, but just kind of tap and jump a little bit until you get the right height that you're looking for. Now up here in a second, we're going to have a guy run at us. He takes 2 hits, so you want to be ready to shoot as soon as you see him. And since we're not timed, I'm going to wait for this guy to get out of the way completely. Drop down. Boom. And that is all about blasting and jumping. You'll get the platformer avatar, the Altair hero. He can jump, and he can shoot, and he can move at high speed. Tackling the Nemesis. Do you have what it takes to be the best of the best? It's time to take target practice to a whole new level. This is all about, remember earlier you were having to fall in certain areas? Well, here you're having to fall and shoot at the same time. And it can kind of be a pain. Now, they've got it marked with a bigger coin, a bigger item, or a bigger item. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of the point block right here to where I need to shoot. But odds are I might miss him. So let's give it a shot. Oh, first try. And that just sometimes takes some practice. It can get a little bit irritating. You'll get used to it. And that's what it's going to keep asking me to do. Alright, that's how high I need to jump. Yes, got him. Get the point. Next level. Alright, this is a little different. There's a guy with a key to the left and a guy to the right with a path. So we're going to go left first. Now, instead of trying to drop straight down, I'm actually going to drop while holding left and shoot as soon as I get to him. Did not work out that time. Oh my goodness. Wow. I feel very terrible at this. Oh my goodness. Alright. Got him? Now I want to jump and get that point. And then I need to go back and get the key. And you're going to want, you can't just run and fall. You need to jump towards the wall. Oh, I hit the shoot the blast button by accident. Sometimes jumping and moving are difficult to do at the same time. Get the key. Now, same thing with this guy over here. I'm actually gonna go towards him. Got him. Go back and get that point. You want to jump towards it, hold right, and you'll get right into the hole. Open the gate. Just barely tap the jump button. And end of tackling the Nemesis. After a short intermission, you will see level 5, planetary platforming. How to jump and blast aren't the only mechanics that affect platforming. There is also the gravity of a game. Can you overcome the different gravities in these games? So each level is going to have a different gravity. The first one is going to give you not a lot of gravity, meaning you'll be able to jump higher. You can just almost jump right across. Pretty simple. Now this one's a little bit more nerve-wracking. You can't jump too high. Now, no matter what you do, you'll never hit those red blocks, so do not freak out about hitting the red blocks and jumping too high. Now, this one is a little bit trickier. You have a little bit of gravity, but you don't want to accidentally hit those red blocks. So I'm going to go up and around this way. Back down. The gravity on this level is a lot higher, so I want to go ahead and wrap around this way. And that's because this jump right here is going to most likely land me into the red blocks, and I do not want that. Jump down right here, so I don't take a chance of running into any damage blocks. And that'll be it. For that, you get the Altair Pouncer, is a platforming enemy. He cannot shoot, but he just moves and jumps. The first bonus mission is going to be Expert's Guide to Jumping, and it can be pretty difficult. Because you jump, you have to move, you gotta jump, and then move back to the middle. Oh no! Ah! Oh no! Alright, first you gotta jump out there, and then you gotta jump back. And it can be quite frightening. Drop. Drop. Do the same thing right here. And that'll get you to the next level. So you have to jump out. There's no real trick to it. It can be quite frustrating. Woo! And there's no real trick to it. I like to hold the up button whenever I'm underneath, and then hopefully it'll get me up to the next platform, and you gotta make sure you hit left real quick. Alright. Here. That's gonna happen a lot. Let's try again, shall we? Oh. Come on. Woo! I cannot believe I did that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I might have taken a dozen or so tries on that one. That's an incredibly difficult level to beat. But if you do, it's totally worth it. Blast hopping. Who knew hopping could be so hard? Tap the jump button to jump to different heights. So here, you can actually jump way higher. If you just barely tap it, you'll make sure you don't hit the red blocks. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Here, for two of those, you can actually drop down. I'm going to go ahead and replay that. You just drop and hit right, barely tap, and then just dropping down while holding right. This level, oh, just barely hop. And you got it. And you get a League hero who's a platformer avatar for that episode. And that's all of episode 2, guys.